A Delaware Eagles fan gets a Taylor Swift kiss. I will probably never wash my face again. When Milton's Nicole Viscount came face-to-face with Taylor Swift in a private suite at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City over the weekend, she was determined to stay cool, calm, and collected. After all, she was there with her fiancé, Craig Parmenter, who is a former college football teammate of both Swift's boyfriend and Kansas City Chief tight end Travis Kelce and his brother, former Philadelphia Eagle Jason Kelce. She had to block out the fact that she's been a fan of the world's biggest pop star since she was 11, when she first heard Teardrops on My Guitar. She couldn't let in the memory of first seeing Swift perform when she was about 14 years old at Lincoln Financial Field. "I'll cry right now just thinking about it," she says. So when Swift greeted her in the suite high, I'm Taylor Viscount didn't tell her she was a fan, gush about her music, or tell her how much her songs have meant to her. But I think she could probably tell just by looking in my eyes, Viscount admitted Tuesday, a few hours before her waitress shift at the summer house in Rehoboth Beach. Even though she had kept her emotions in check when she was breathing the same air as Swift, she woke up the next day and immediately burst into tears, overwhelmed by her whirlwind weekend that included a flight with Jason Kelce on his private jet to the game. It all kind of hit me. And then, all day, I was just giggling every once in a while because it all seemed so surreal, says Viscount, 29, a Dewey Beach native. Today, I'm just walking around my house trying to figure out how to be a normal person again. A weekend with the Kelces. Viscount first met Parmenter, 36, at Starboard Raw on Super Bowl Sunday in 2019, later learning the Dewey Beer Company brewer is a former offensive tackle with the University of Cincinnati, where he played alongside the Kelce brothers. They were also his college roommates. Parmenter and the Kelces have remained friends over the years, with Viscount first meeting them last spring at a live recording of their New Heights podcast on Alumni Weekend at the University of Cincinnati. They're just the best guys. They're so good at keeping up friendships from their childhood, says Viscount, whose mother, Claire Walsh, is a former Dewey Beach commissioner. This past weekend, Jason Kelce invited them to spend a busy weekend with him. And boy, was it? They first attended the taping of his ESP and late-night television show. They call it Late Night with Jason Kelce at Union Transfer in Philadelphia, before going to see Andrew Santino's stand-up comedy show at the Met with Jason Kelce and his wife, Kylie. After spending the night at Kelce's home in the Philadelphia suburbs, they received a police escort to Lincoln Financial Field and hung out at Xfinity Live while Jason Kelce went to work, filming segments at Philadelphia Eagles tailgates for ESPN. Then came the crowing moment of the weekend. Viscount and Parmenter finally got word that their security clearance was approved, allowing them to travel with the Kelces on a private jet from Philadelphia to Kansas City to attend the AFC Championship game, which the Chiefs won over the Buffalo Bills 32-29. "We actually missed the Eagles game because his jet doesn't have Wi-Fi yet," which was kind of upsetting, Viscount says with a laugh. They left right as the Eagles game was starting and landed just in time to arrive at Arrowhead around kickoff. Since Viscount had never attended an NFL game before, they decided to watch from the stands in seats on the 25-yard line, 5 rows behind the Chiefs bench. A Swift selfie with a smooch. Viscount, a former Starboard bartender whose main current job is waitressing at Egg in Rehoboth Beach, went up to Swift's suite with Parmenter before the game ended, joining other old friends of the Kelces.
Swift's father, Scott, introduced himself to Viscount and Parmenter first, taking note of her Eagles hat since the Swifts are Pennsylvania natives.
Once he heard they were from Delaware, there was an instant first state connection. "He went to the University of Delaware, so we talked about him working at the Stone Balloon and his college days," she says. And then the moment any Swift fan would dream of happened, the singer walked up to them and introduced herself, which Viscount still finds funny, and gave them a hug. She asked how they knew her boyfriend, and Parmenter started telling her stories about their college days. Swift wanted a photo of herself with all of Travis Kelce's old friends, and after it was taken, she announced she would take a photo with anyone who wanted one. That was Viscount's opening to get her Swiftie selfie. "She waited for me to fumble around with my phone, very graciously, and then she kissed me on my cheek," Viscount says. "I will probably never wash my face again."